Wow, it was a rock'em sock'em battle royal WWE style in the debate stage tonight. You had the two principals, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, went right at each other. Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. I loved it. I loved it. They went after each other tooth and nail, but so did the supporting cast go after both of them as well. Kamala took a lot of incoming heat from the supporting cast of characters on that stage, as well as Joe. However, I have to say that Kamala Harris and her prosecutorial skills, which I have been boasting about for many months, did a better job at deflecting and handling and rebutting and basically coming right back at you. And she did a better job than Joe Biden did. Joe was good, but he was very, very status quo oriented, especially in the healthcare portion of the debate, when they were both going after each other tooth and nail over healthcare. Joe is still stuck in that mode where he's looking to tinker at the edges of the current system. He's playing it safe. He's going easy on it. Easy on it. Now, I have to say I'm a little bit concerned about Kamala's healthcare proposal. I'm thankful that she does buy into the Medicare for All concept. I'm grateful for that, and I cheer her on for that purpose. But she worries me a little bit because she's still opening the door for the private health insurers to get a foothold in the system. And I don't trust the private health insurers at all. I think they should be eliminated from the system, except for cosmetic stuff that you want to do. Then you could use private health insurers for that kind of coverage. But basically, I don't want them involved in the system. And Kamala seems to be unsure of slamming that door shut. But I give her the benefit of the doubt because on everything else, and even on the overall general concept of Medicare for All, she's in the right spot. So I think she handled herself very well. I think tonight's night, although she took a lot of heat and a lot of blows, I think she came out of it fine. She showed how strong she is. She showed that she can prosecute the case against the incumbent president in the fall if she becomes the nominee. So I think that I give the award of the night to Kamala Harris. And you know I've been a big admirer of Kamala's ever since I read her book here back in March 2019. And look, I love Joe Biden. He's a great guy. But I really believe that his time is past. That ship has sailed. And it's gone. Now, the supporting cast tonight, I think were stronger in the debate than last night's supporting cast. I think that the second and third tier candidates of the first night were much weaker than the second and third tier candidates on the second night of the CNN debates. So I give them credit. I'll give them kudos for stepping up. Although there's a few of them on that stage that I think have no business being on that stage, like Bill de Blasio, like Michael Bennet. Why are they there? I'll never know. Jay Inslee, the governor, impressed me. First of all, he looks like Clark Kent, doesn't he, with the glasses on? I was impressed with that. He's articulate, and he's done some stuff. Andrew Yang. Let me mention Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang, he's never going to become the nominee for president, especially in the 2020 cycle. But I'm impressed with his intellect. I like his view of things, his concept. He's absolutely right in the artificial intelligence taking the place of American workers. That's probably the biggest problem for American workers, that jobs are being automated. And he talks about that. No one else talks about that. That's one of those things like Marianne Williamson. She's a big concept person, and I love that interesting big concept stuff. I like big concept, big philosophical. Andrew Yang is similar to that. He's big concept. I prefer Marianne Williamson as far as those second and third tier candidates. She's my favorite among that group. But I give Andrew Yang a lot of credit. However, looking at this stage tonight, it is clear to me that on this night, this is a Biden and Kamala show. And last night, it was easily Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. Now, I told you before, I am voting for Medicare for all in 2020. That's where I'm casting my vote. I'm voting for Medicare for all, period. There's no one stronger and more ferociously championing Medicare for all than Bernie Sanders, the father of the concept, for heaven's sakes, in this cycle. And I have to give kudos to Elizabeth Warren because her intellect is second to none. And she champions the same concept, and I can trust Elizabeth to be on the side of the people for Medicare for all. So basically, it's these two folks versus these two folks. And that's really, I think, basically what this race comes down to in 2020. Biden, Kamala, Elizabeth, and Brother Bernie. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody else can go home now. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And that's it. Now, we have another set of debates, I believe, in September of 2019. And we'll see who shows up those nights and see if the field is whittled down a bit. I hope it is, because I think 20, 25 candidates is way too much and unnecessary. These are the four candidates. And everyone else is window dressing. So let's keep it focused. Let's keep it crystallized. And as I've said before, I love Kamala Harris. She's one of my absolute favorites. I believe she's the future of the country. She represents the future, whether it be in 2020 or 2024. She's the future of the country. Elizabeth Warren's potential is unlimited. I really believe we can trust her. And Bernie Sanders, Brother Bernie, this might be his last go-round. So let's make it count. And that's why his Medicare I'm putting all my money, I'm putting everything on Medicare for all. And Bernie is the godfather of Medicare for all. So there you have it. It was a good debate tonight. I love my Kamala Harris. And I think tonight, Kamala won the night. But Joe is feisty, but unfortunately, to me, he represents yesterday. He's the status quo. He's the guy that wants to play it safe and easy, and whatever policy positions he's proposing and championing is basically only tinkering at the edges. They're not going for the big, the bold, the dramatic, the radical. And I'm looking for big, bold, dramatic, and radical. And that's what these two can give me. And I can trust Kamala to give us something big and bold too, because she's strong. She's prosecutorial, and she's fantastic. So that's the end of debate night number 2 on CNN, and I look forward to the next set of debates for the presidential nomination for the Democratic Party in September. See you in September. Bye.